Salutations, everyone. Welcome back to Civ 7. I'm Lord Forwind, here playing still as Machiavelli of the, I guess, Imperial French Empire. Interestingly enough, we're allied to Napoleon of Siam. And one of my cities is actually under attack at the moment. Not that worried about it, but I am under attack. We're in a war against Charlemagne and Rizal. It's really not that big of an issue at the moment. The bigger question is, are we going to find enough artifacts to win an artifact culture victory? Because we're doing decently well on that track right now. There is a city-state over here. And will this, what is kind of a world war, fully erupt into a world war form? Because Rizal is just trying to rob me blind at the moment. Let's do transoceanic flight. And hit Rizal's infantry, rifle infantry with field guns. Kind of feels like that's going to go in my favor there. Okay, try to keep Xerxes on my on a not going to war front. Let's build a museum. There. Shoot that guy again. He's gone. Easy does it. Got 3k gold, so let's buy a... No suitable location. Wonder it's because Capua doesn't have a rail station yet. Let's buy a rail station over here. And we need 4,000 to do this, unless we turn into a factory town, in which case we need... Oh, we should need less once it calculates that. 2,300, so it's not a completely accurate discount. Let's mess with Charlemagne by increasing his unhappiness in his cities a bit. So 4 turns and we can definitely get another factory. Ah, we found another natural wonder. Awesome. So that's another artifact for our collection. We're up to 11. We only need 4 more. We'll get happiness in cities while at war so we can get some more celebrations. We still have this whole chunk of the continent to explore. As well as a lot of the ocean. 4 turns on a transatlantic flight, handful of turns towards a factory. Overall, we're progressing in every direction that we could want to towards victory, except for this little war we have going. See, no factory. It's a little annoying. Let's get a museum, though. Museum was completed here. And we can now do a factory here, oddly enough. Whatever. Probably because we connected this to the main lines. Now we have rails running these directions. Okay. Next turn, we should have enough money to turn Ravenna into a factory city.
It is not.
Obviously, we need 500 points to win a victory here. Economic takes a long time. We're up to 13 because we've only had one going for like 10 turns now. So, yeah. Could be going a little bit better. Oh, there's an army of his. He's probably at war with Napoleon, because Napoleon has some, well, fighting Napoleon, because Napoleon does have colonies nearby. I should support Geneva here, though, a bit. And drop that in there to get that to a nice 73. Not quite 100 plus like you get at times, but again, we're not Confucius or somebody who specializes in specialists. Okay, 1 of 3 progress towards space race done. Oh, this character leveled up. Or probably didn't level up, we just actually got one. Look at all this stuff we could build. I guess I'll build the Hermitage. Oh, touristic is interesting. We'll take the health when healing, I guess. The Hermitage gives us 3 slots, so if we do build that, that makes it a lot easier to fill up all the culture slots. Napoleon built Red Fort. Okay. Another artifact. Guess I'll create an aerodome up there. 92, that's a little bit better. Was this a factory town? No, it wasn't. One of these was. Doesn't really matter. Oh, I forgot to insert my artifacts. Fairly typical to forget that. Okay. I think we're first in every victory condition so far. To be fair, because we had to go on a culture rampage, we probably should have been at a higher level of difficulty. Not that I knew when I started that we would have such a large city lead, but we do. Oh, we can't go there because there's walls. Maybe? It's a little odd. Okay. We've got 3K, which means we could probably get another factory somewhere. That's 7 turns from a factory. We need more money there to build the rail station. That factory's working. Still can't build a factory over here. I guess I have to throw a rail station down first. Or use like a merchant to create a road. I don't know if that works though.
It is not.
Again with the floods. see, now I can throw down a factory there. Can I do a factory up here now? I can. So yeah, I had to connect it. I love how I just have explorers scouting my enemies' lands because there's no consequences to using explorers for this. He's got quite a navy in the middle of a continent. I suppose it is a navigatable river, so you could probably get it out if you really wanted to. Believe, yes, there are more artifacts available. Huge storm. Hugely damaging storm. Well, there are more artifacts available, so we might just do a culture victory at this point.
Every passion borders on chaotic, but the collector's
I've never managed to build a hermitage in this game so far, so let's see what it looks like. Nice looking building. Science from displayed great work? Sure. Oops, actually, you know what I should do, actually, is I should change some of my other civics if I can. Take off that and stick on gold in every settlement with a factory. No, gold from imported resources. That boosts our gold income considerably. Well, let's build some Jacobins, because why not? Jacobins. Okay, there's a second one down here. So if I can get both of those artifacts, that puts me really close to victory. That gives me 3 of the needed 4. So yeah, we'll be right on the line of victory if we can pull that off. Obviously, I'll still keep working towards the factories just because you never know. Maybe I somehow will not get the needed remaining artifact. Oh, okay, that's kind of convenient. We just allied ourselves to Simon Bolivar, so now he's at war with our enemies. We have Robespierre. I don't really want Robespierre. I might as well use him up, though. One of those guys in history who definitely was not a particularly nice guy to his opponents. He was a horrible one. Ah, we got the Bayeux Tapestry because we were the Normans. So we do have enough, or should have enough artifacts here. There we go. Hegemony is also almost done. So I think we'll probably actually end up with a culture victory at this rate. Huh. It's interesting sometimes the way things go, isn't it? I should definitely insert some of this stuff. That's 4 a turn. It's not perfect, but it's something. We can also buy this factory, so that's 5 a turn. Where is it? Well, at 37, so quite a ways away from a 500 victory. Ah, we got another Aerodome commander. Okay, that's one of those artifacts. So we just need those 3 artifacts captured and in museums, and then we have to do whatever the final project is. Oh, somebody got one of them on me here. That is unfortunate. It's going to slow us down a bit. Enemies here, so let's get an anti-tank gun. I assume that's what the AT is standing for here. It usually does. We have an incoming peace deal. I wonder if they're going to give me territory. No, Charlemagne will give me peace, though, which I will take. There's no reason for me to fight Napoleon, so... Don't think I can buy another explorer. Buy a submarine, though. And a Jacobin if I really wanted to. Not that I want to. And they attacked my lands. And I attacked them, and that attack has been totally stopped. We've got to be a little bit careful here. I've got so much stuff, I might end up ending the age before I want to. That would be very awkward. A little worried about how much Xerxes dislikes us. He actually could be a threat if his culture and science actually mattered. But it really doesn't. And that's an artifact done. There's one right there. I know I have to research it. Okay. Still 12 turns on that. That's crazy. We'll get a launch pad set up in case we do a science victory, but again, unlikely at this point. 2 away. We should get 1, at least. Maybe a second. Okay. No point in building a launch pad there. Let's get some more Jacobins, I guess. Why not, right? See what they provide. I have looked up what the Jacobins give, but I can't remember at this point. Ooh, resolve is halfway to an ideological victory. We again got another artifact. Come on, game. What are you struggling with here? Get up that way. I'll take the gold, actually, I think. 6 culture and 6 gold per city-state you're suzerain of. That's a lot. I think I have to build a port and then a rail station. So yeah, that's not going to happen over there, is it? We're almost up to 100 on the economic victory tree. Not that that means anything at this point, really. Oh. Okay. That is, I think, everything we need, right? So, for culture... That can't be it. What are we missing? World's Fair. Anything I can build that gives me production? No. I'll just buy the launch pad for fun. And the department store. And the fishing quay. And 13 turns till we win, basically. Okay, so the question is now for me, not that it really matters that much to you guys, is what the heck am I going to play for my next series? Seems a little redundant to play this again, but I could try on a harder difficulty, I suppose. Depends really how many of you guys end up actually watching this stuff. So far, not particularly promising. Is what it is. I wanted a break from Crusader Kings 3. Besides, the Lord of the Rings mod hasn't updated. And other games haven't been updated in a while yet either, so... This was a nice change of pace. I love how Grocer is ageless, even though this is the final age. What is this one? 10 happiness. Kind of interesting to see what they give you for Jacobin bonuses. Not as unbelievably powerful as I would have thought they would have been. Some are decent, some are less than decent. "10 turns and we win." And honestly, it's almost like, why bother even dealing with all this stuff? Well, it's going to be a decent speed for victory. What, turn 104? Ideally, you want a victory at like turn 70 or 80 if you were playing higher level, like competitive stuff from what I read. But I have managed to beat both Immortal and Deity mode. Deity did its Isabella, which was really kind of broken. I don't think I could have done it with Machiavelli for sure. We don't really have any amazing bonuses, which makes this a lot harder. Might as well keep industrializing our nation as we go along. Bolivar went fascism. Interesting. Definitely interesting. 7 turns to victory. And I still have to command units, don't I? You know, I find it very interesting the victory condition for this game is have a manned spaceflight. I get that that's a huge scientific accomplishment, but the other Civ games literally had you going to other like Mars or something. So it does feel a little strange. I wonder if the presence of ageless buildings in the Third Age implies there will be a Fourth Age to add it at some point. Like future stuff. Although obviously it'd be hard for a video game to tell the future. Who knows though. Might as well just start building these wonders. It'll distract the AIs. 5 more turns. 4 more turns. But it's funny to see how much we conquered of enemy provinces. Because, I mean, this is basically all I settled, right? These 3. And obviously the sea ones. But most of these other ones were just stolen. Goes to show if you're going to fight a lot, sometimes it's better to not settle early game and instead just take the cities from the other people. Although this was definitely a weird game with 2 eliminated civs on my home continent. Didn't really see that one coming. More importantly, it was, you know, Trin Track over here, who's really powerful militarily. Who cares? It doesn't matter. At this point, the AI would have to do something insanely good to stop me. And since nuclear weapons aren't in this game, and there's no way they could conquer Paris in 2 turns, we've definitely won. I mean, we knew that a few turns ago, but... Well, I certainly don't dislike playing Machiavelli. After all, the ability to just go up to, say, Charlemagne and say, open my borders, and he rejects it, and I get money, is a little bit stupid if you can get a lot of influence going. Since we didn't get Weian Palace, I don't think, it was a little harder to use it. And I completely forgot about it in the modern era. So, there is that. And that should be a victory. My first cultural victory in this game. It's so much easier to do science. And there's a flood, there's the World's Fair. I'm curious as to what the building they're going to display is. I have no idea where that's supposed to be from. Looks like quite a few buildings I've seen in Europe, so... Modern era comes to an end. We have victory.
One can traverse the world.
So, honestly, it was too easy in the end. After we conquered stuff in Age 1 and 2, we just had an overwhelming population advantage. I think we could have lost some of our minor cities and still been as powerful, or not have captured them. In the end, the AIs are not the best at developing cities unless they have tons of money and resources. So, see you guys all in another series. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.